Hey guys, it's Rob Caputo, and I'm standing in front of South Jersey Classics, and this place is unbelievable. I found it on Facebook Marketplace, and I was just in awe of what they had here. You know, you could scroll through their website and see the cars that they're selling. I mean, everything in here. You know, your typical Camaros, your Mustangs, your GTOs, all different types of classics, and everything in here is for sale. I mean, it's a museum in here, and everything is for sale. So why don't we go inside, talk to Sean, the owner, and find out a little bit more about it. Come on. What are you waiting for? Come on, let's go. Sean, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. Well, thanks so much for meeting up with me this morning. I do appreciate it.
Yep,
I mean,
absolutely.
I saw you guys on Facebook, on Marketplace, and I had to just check this out.
No, I'm excited to show you.
So yeah, I'd like to go in and check out your,
awesome.
Your basically what I call a museum, right?
Yeah.
And all the cars in here are for sale?
Everything in here is for sale. We own all of our inventory. We like to invest in them because they're you know, pieces that we like to go over when we buy them. So
okay.
If we do anything, we can work on them, fix them. So we're always out looking for stuff, and we love just unique vehicles.
Is there consignment here too? Or
no, we don't do any consignment.
So you own everything.
We own all the inventory. This way, like I said, we can fix them and tinker and detail. And,
that's awesome.
You know, it gives us the power to do trading and everything else. So.
Oh, very cool. No, I mean, I see, like, when I walked in, I was like, this place is really cool. It's got a little nostalgia look to it.
It does, yeah. The building originally was from 1935, and then it was always a repair shop, and then later on, this section. Yes, that's the original, then this was added later on.
Wow.
So
that's so cool. So even the building's got some history.
Yes,
that's
it does.
So neat. Well, let's go inside.
Yeah,
let's
absolutely.
check it out.
I'll show you.
Awesome, Sean. And Sean, what's your position here?
I'm actually the owner here.
Owner? Oh, there you go.
So
can't get any higher on the ladder there.
Yeah. So.
Oh, this is so cool.
As you go through, you'll see we have stuff that's early stuff, some newer stuff. Mm-hmm. This particular El Camino was owned by Linda Vaughn, who was the Hearst shifter model. And she built this car for her mom. It was on featuring classic cars with Dennis Gage. Everyone had signed the license plate for the car.
That's so cool.
So
was
it's
Dennis
the only.
Here?
No, not here. It was at a car show.
At a car show?
Yep.
Very neat.
So it's the only Hearst El Camino. It's a tribute car, but it was one that she owned.
And that's a special, I mean, I don't remember seeing that color.
Yeah, the whole thing's custom. They did it
custom.
really to a tribute for a Hearst.
That's so awesome.
So the interior has like a gold style seating.
Look at the wheels.
The Hearst wheels. It has a Hearst automatic shifter in it.
That's incredible.
Yeah. Really unique because it just
spotless.
Yes, I mean, it's a beautiful car. Yeah, it's nice. Had air conditioning.
Air conditioning and everything.
Yeah.
That's so incredible. Very nice. First car in, I'm already impressed.
Yeah, there you go.
Incredible.
Yeah.
So what do we have here?
That's a 950 Willys Jeepster that was restored by Jeepster Jim down in Florida. He's like the #1 Jeepster rebuilder.
From here, right?
Yep. So that one was done about a year ago.
1 year. Wow. Paint's still fresh.
Yeah, really nice restoration. He does beautiful work.
Holy cow.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, are they all in this type of condition?
We try to get stuff that's mostly restored. We stay away from stuff that needs too much work just because the amount of time and money it takes to restore them. So
100%.
with them, we like to try to, you know, detail them when we take them to the next level if we can. But you know,
absolutely, I could tell right off the bat these things are like flawless.
Yeah.
I mean, considering the age and everything.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So
take a look back here.
Nice. Oh jeez, gotta be
Brady.
kidding me. This is like incredible.
So.
And you guys own all this?
Yeah. So these are all just cars that you know we've come across, and like I said again, it's not, we don't focus on muscle, or it's got to be unique, and we do new. Like this is a little bit newer, still classic.
I mean a 5.0.
Yep.
Right?
But the neat thing with this car is it's only got 667 original miles from new.
600.
So, yeah, 67 miles. Yep. So this car was bought new.
Oh my God.
Guy bought it for his wife, took it home, and she stole the stick shift and was like, "I'm not driving it."
Oh,
yeah.
What?
Yep. So he said, "I'm not getting rid of it." He put it away. Wound up giving it to his father. His father passed away about 10 years later, put it in his will back to the son. So it still has the original inspection sticker on it.
That's ridiculous.
Oh. And every year they actually sent it back to the Ford dealer for service, but they did it on a rollback. to avoid driving the car. It still has the original tires on it.
These are the original tires?
Original date-coated tires, yep.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. So they're dry and flat, but they're, you know, this is more collector.
This is a museum piece.
Yes. They did try to maintain it yearly, but it is something that, you know, you start driving this, you're going to devalue it, you know, because you're going to, right now it's probably one of the lowest mileage Fox bodies.
Incredible.
So kind of unique. The one next to it, that one's got 1,300 miles. But that's a little, you know, you're going a little bit newer. But again, this one, this is an 02.
02.
Yeah. But again, you're pretty much going back in time and buying a car in the mid-20s for, you know, pretty much new.
That's a great price too. I mean, honestly, for what you're getting, I mean, this is a classic. I mean, this really is. These are all future classics. You know, the newer ones are.
The heir of the Fox body is more of your guy now that, you know, has successful in his career, wants to go back to his high school. you know, something that he had then, and
those are my high school years, right? Like, you know, like, you know, we just really sought after these. We wanted them. I had a friend of mine that had one. It was incredible, you know, and he always like kept it tip-top shape.
We just had a Monte Carlo SS Aero Coupe with 900 miles.
900 miles.
And same, like, we focus, again, if it's new or newer within the last 25 years, it has to be low mileage.
Has to low miles.
Yes, that's our.
No, I don't blame you.
That's what we focus on. So.
Oh my gosh.
This is a 68 Camaro that's got a 6.2 LS out of a 16 Corvette. There's actually someone here who's picking this up now, trading that Willys in.
Really?
Yeah, local guy. Yeah, he's picking this up, and we sold him the Willys a couple years ago, and he fell in love with this. So this is going to be his new
engine's
toy.
a monster.
Yep. But it's the engine out of the 16 Corvette. But what some guys do is some guys leave all the fuel injection set up. This is taken back to carburetor. Yeah. So you have the modern features of ignition, the coil, ignition, all that stuff, but it's still carbureted.
That's so cool. It's like the best of both worlds.
Yes. Yep. And the reliability of these LSs are great.
Yeah, for sure. They're bulletproof as long as you change the oil. Like, I mean, honestly, I mean, in my opinion, as long as you change the oil on any car, it'll last a long, long time. Yep.
So this Camaro is unique. This is a factory placer gold. It's actually considered black interior, even though it's brown as could be. It's actually a deluxe order.
Yeah, look at that.
But this car was bought new in California. We have build sheets, Protecto plate, receipts, all this stuff throughout the year. But
try to keep all the documentation, if you could find it, you know. But this one's got it all.
Yep. But all stock, nothing's really, the wheels were changed. Other than that, it's the way the car would have come.
This was the original paint color?
Yes, it's called Placer Gold.
Placer Gold.
Yep.
Check that out.
So it's unique now. You know, it was
For sure.
10, 15 years ago, guys would look at it and say, oh, that's ugly. But now it's back in style.
Way.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is cool.
That and your green tones now are back a lot. Like the 70 Chevelle that were, you know, but you take it out, there's not too many gold cars out there. It's definitely a unique piece.
And with the white top and everything, that's so cool.
Yep. It's a really unique piece.
I mean, then you got the newer Camaros. And
yeah, this Camaro has 1,028 miles. That one has 4,000 miles. That's an anniversary car. Jeez. This Comet was fully restored.
Yeah.
Nice car.
Who restored the engine? Did you guys do that most of the work here?
We'll do some of the detailing work of it, but again, we try to really buy stuff that's that nice. If it's not nice enough for us, then we'll try to, you know, wholesale to some other guys that'll take it to the next level. But you know, that Z06 is a 2018 with a Z07 package, and that's got 1,500 miles. Got about $30,000 in options. Got carbon fiber hood, all stock, nothing. Just the way it would have come from the factory.
This is the way it was. What a great color, too.
Yeah, it is. Even the lower spoilers, everything that's on the car is on the window sticker.
Unreal.
So it's got the carbon brakes, and I think the sticker was like 114,000 on it.
Really?
Yep. And it's just got about
112 too, plus tax and everything. And
But when you start with a $79,000 car, you can add all that stuff. It's got like cameras for the track.
That's so cool.
Yep. Beautiful car though, 2 tops.
Yeah, I mean, these are incredible. I mean, the new C8s are awesome too, but these are like, I just, like, for some reason, my heart's still in the front engine, but I don't know. These are really cool.
Pretty car.
God. For me, it's like hard. You know, like when you buy a car, I have to drive it. I'm like driving it. I'm putting miles on it. I just picked up a car and it's already got 6,000 miles. It's already got like 6 times.
Yeah, you got to drive
miles.
them. You know, there's different guys. You know, some people just like the look of them, the art of them.
Yeah.
And some people want to save them for
the Willie.
Yeah, that's a 1941 350 air conditioning.
So cool.
Nice car.
Everything's chromed out.
Yeah. Really built to be a driver, not like a crazy over-restored car or anything like that. Just one that you can cruise, take the car shows, and you know.
I saw this online. This blew me away.
Yeah, this is another one that's got super low mileage. So the car was originally ordered. Guy bought it just before COVID there. Didn't drive it. Wind up selling it to the second owner who had no interest in driving it, just wanted to put it away. But again, this is another car with a lot of options.
It's an $80,000 car and doesn't drive it. I mean, like, I don't know, for me, that's like,
I know.
Come on, guy.
The first day we got it, I took it home. Last year I had a 911 Turbo S.
Yeah.
And I was like blown away with
Love it.
So, yeah.
I mean, the handling of these cars, they're just like second to none.
The problem with those are, you're pushing in that, it's like a $250,000 car. It's sitting in this, you really kind of have the same feel.
This is a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder.
Yes, yep, and they're still turbocharged.
Yeah, they're turbocharged. Yep. They got a lot of horsepower.
And this one has the S package, which is desirable, and it has the tunable exhaust, and it's got the upgraded wheels. But again, pretty car. I mean, you walk into the dealership today, this is still same body styling. Technology's the same.
Yeah,
but you're buying it for quite a bit less than what the sticker was, and it's a shame because when the guy brought it to us, it had like 982 miles. And we wind up doing a deal, and he's like, all right, I'll bring it back, not thinking that it's going to be over 1,000. So once it came back, I'm like, I'm going to drive it home then, because at this point, we're good.
Yeah, very awesome. So, very cool. I mean, if you're a Porsche guy, this is...
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. So.
Then you got your Chevelle.
Yeah, this Chevelle's a 69, butternut yellow, numbers matching 396, 325 horse, power steering, power brake, numbers matching tranny, correct rear. This car is probably the most documented Chevelle we've ever had. So we have actually 2 build sheets for it.
Really?
One that was originally, the seller said that was in the steering column, and one that was behind the seat.
Really?
So we have both of those. We have original Protecto plate. But again, as you see the car is how it would have come. All the colors are correct.
It's in great shape. Jeez. How much is this selling for, Sean?
This is $69,000.
69?
Yep. Wow. Yep. And again, the documentation is a lot in these cars because, when you get down to the VIN numbers, some years are decodable, some aren't. And with all the stuff going on today, it's really hard to say what was original and what wasn't.
Yeah.
So
if you have those build sheets, especially the one that's in the steering column, I mean, like, that's rare, you know? I mean, holy cow.
So really...
It's so beautiful, man.
Really neat piece. This is a cool car. So this is a 1932 Plymouth. What's unique about this is the exterior of it is completely stock. The owner of the car built this in his garage, but it was his neighbor's hot rod during high school.
Really?
And it was parked behind the house and left, and he's just like a craftsman by trade. He does unbelievable work, but he put a V6 out of an 80s in Malibu. With an overdrive trans. This car does like 70 mile an hour down the road, and it's unbelievable. But
it's probably smooth.
Yeah, he did everything himself. He did the paint work. He took it off the frame. He did all the interior.
He did a great job.
It's a rumble seat car.
Nice. How cool is that?
Just really cool, and it's kind of unique. He did the pockets here out of old bank bags, and on that side, it actually still has the name of the bank and all.
That's so cool. It's so unique. That little extra touch, right?
Yeah, I love the early stuff. I'm a fan of this stuff. Unfortunately, it's not where, you really have to love them, but my generation doesn't seem to have the love, and they're not as usable. But this car being disc brakes and overdrive trans, and a lot of guys will take these cars and put big V8s in them, but having that 6 really allows it to run.
But for a car this size, this weight, you don't really need a V8.
No,
the V8's
you don't.
really kind of just so you can hear it and just kind of.
And trust me, with the top down doing 65, 70, you don't want to go faster. So this car is a 1966. It's a 427, 425 horse, side pipe, No options, as most of these with the big blocks didn't really have a lot of power options as far as steering or brakes. Original colors. This one, unfortunately, at some point in its life, the engine was rebuilt, so the deck is slower than it should be. But all the casting numbers are correct for it and all. But
cool.
Yep, original trans in it.
Wow.
So,
yeah, you can see the patina.
Yeah, a little bit of patina here and there. It's not a, more again on the probably driver side end of it, but
it was in Texas.
Yeah, it was in Texas. Yep.
Very cool.
It's got a white top on it. The yellow lines are Kelsey Hayes knockoffs on it.
Yeah. So neat.
We've had a lot of C2s. That's probably one of my favorite driving ones. Yeah, really.
Yeah. It's such a cool looking car.
Yep.
I mean, this is like forever will be timeless. I mean, this is just an incredible design.
Yep.
Other Camaros, right?
Yep. This is convertible, which wasn't done at the factory. They were sold new this way, but they were done aftermarket.
Nice.
And that has like 39,000 original miles.
39,000 miles.
This one here is one of my favorites right now. It's a 1939 Lincoln Zephyr. They made 301 convertible sedans.
I was going to say, how rare is this?
Yeah, it's super rare. And this car has the amount of trophies and awards this car has won. It's the original V12 in it. It was restored in 2000, and from 2000 to 2006, it traveled to multiple different states and won all kinds of awards. At the time, it won Best Zephyr, won a couple 100-point shows.
Whoa.
So the whole underside of the car is finished like the top.
Just flawless, right?
Yeah. A really unique interior. So the shifter comes out of the dash, which a lot of the cars of this era, they're actually come out of the floor. So if you see on the side of the dash where the shifter comes out there.
Yeah.
And everything is identical. So this side you have a glove box, that side you have a glove box, ashtray on both sides. And then when the top goes down, what makes it pretty cool is this whole center section has a wing nut. You take the wing nut out and this piece is removable. Yep.
That's so cool.
You got suicide doors, but everything on this car.
They made these cars with such like attention to detail and the quality.
Yep.
It's incredible.
And the V12, you could literally put like a cup of water on the engine and it will not vibrate.
It won't vibrate?
It's amazing.
It's so smooth.
Yep. Again, one of my favorite. There's some of the awards that it won.
Awesome.
Anytime we have something older with one of those tags for the prize, the AA Club, the restorations are over the top. Another one of them is this cab over truck.
I saw this online. So I was like blown away. I mean, the
COEs are another one of my favorites.
Yeah.
You just don't see them a lot, and a lot of them now are resto modded. This one was restored to complete original stock.
What was this used for? I mean,
so they were always sold new. It's just a cab and chassis. So every bed was unique in its own way.
Yeah.
Oh my God. The guy that restored this owned a trucking company.
Yeah.
And this was the color scheme of all of his trucks.
All of his trucks.
But again, you could use it for so many different things. We thought it'd be cool as like a Coca-Cola delivery truck or, something to that. Or if the bed was modified, it could really almost be a hauler for, a smaller vehicle. Or
it's so perfect, it's like so utilitarian. You could just, like you said, you could just use it for whatever it is you want.
But it's like driving a Mack truck. I mean, it's really.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
It's so clean.
Yep. And it's just like a 85 horse flathead V8.
Perfect.
But again, it's a cool piece. Something, one of my favorites.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, the cab over engine stuff is just really.
Yep. This is a 1931 LaSalle. This was actually, we have the original build sheet for the car. It was delivered new in New York, New York. And it was for Ron Pulitzer, for the Pulitzer Prize.
The Pulitzer Prize?
Yes.
Serious?
Yep. So we have the documentation with it. We have the build sheet.
Oh my goodness.
The only thing that's different is he ordered the car with a gray body and a burgundy interior. For whatever reason, the previous restorer decided to do it in the yellow scheme.
Yeah.
But they kept the burgundy interior.
I mean, it's classy.
It's very classy.
Nice.
Yep.
Holy cow.
But just a big car. You don't really realize the grand scale of them.
It's a monster.
Yes. Yep. And again, this is that era car now that 15, 20 years ago was worth a lot. You would have been talking about 6 figures on this car. Now we have it here for $55,000. So it's a great value to get into something like this.
100%.
And this is a larger class. They have a whole different following. They have stuff at Pebble Beach. This car actually went there.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of different places you can go with them, the different clubs.
Right.
The Viper here, that's got 9,000 original miles on it.
One of my favorite shapes.
We just had one of the Viper trucks here that had 900 miles on it too.
900 miles?
Yeah, with the stick. You have a really cool piece. It's a 57 Chevy.
Yeah.
That one just came in. 350, a little bit of rest of mile. That's a Super Coupe Thunderbird with low mileage.
Very cool.
Top. 1951 Kaiser Deluxe on the top there.
Wow. Is that sold?
Sedan, yeah, that one's sold. It's getting picked up on Wednesday.
Nice.
Something different, you know, not a lot of money. You can go out to car shows, have fun, but that's a driver. That car on the highway, it's got an overdrive in it that you pull a lever.
Yeah.
And we drove that almost an hour and a half away, and it drove
super
great.
smooth.
Yeah,
and,
it was
and
really
comfortable.
We got in it and we're like, let's drive it instead of towing it. Bottom one's a 73 Mach 1 factory colors. It's got a 351 Cleveland in it.
Nice.
Good
I like
looking
the color
car
too.
Yep. Again, this is another car that, you know, now we're getting into vehicles in the 70s, mid 70s, early 80s that weren't as popular, but now the stuff that's your late 60s, early 70s, it's so much money. These become appealing, and guys are moving in a different generation that's what they want.
Do you feel like it's cyclical? Do you feel like it's kind of like moves through those ages?
It does. So you're
like the people that grew up in those time frames, now we can afford it. And
yes, and I think as the generations go on, right now numbers matching in your Corvettes and Camaros and Chevelles are so important.
Yeah.
As the generations go on, I would say in another 3-4 generations, you'll have those collectors that want that numbers matching, but right now it's just a matter of just keeping the cars on the road.
Yeah,
you know, just let them survive and get them out there. You know, but
so cool.
This is a unique piece. This is actually made by Bugatti. It was produced with an electric motor.
No way.
And you had to have, I believe there's, don't quote me on this, but 13 or 14 of these original cars, full-size cars available. Bugatti came out and said, hey, you guys have these cars, you preserved them, done all this stuff. We're gonna make these replicas and give it to those owners.
No way.
And this is, one of those had passed away and it got away from the car. And we're still trying to track down, but it's got like real knockoffs on it.
That's crazy.
One was recently sold on Bring a Trailer, and it was like a $20,000 piece. So.
But they are supposed to be paired with a Bugatti
They were, yes,
car.
but a lot of them didn't stay with the car for whatever reason, yeah.
Do they have the like, same VIN numbers or something? Is there an identification code?
They came with like a certificate, and then the VIN is actually here, but they don't put the complete VIN.
Oh,
so
it's partial.
Yes, because Yep.
It would have been so nice if they had a complete VIN and you can really match it up.
But the actual work in it, like they actually have leaf springs and the cable brakes and knockoff wheels.
So cool.
It's really cool. And then a lot of stuff, all the stuff you'll see on the walls, they're all front ends and rear ends of cars. They were out of a junkyard in Missouri. I had found a guy that was selling one of them, and I'm like, oh, you're really far away. He's like, how many do you want? I have a whole junkyard. But they're all cars that were either hit on the side, just rotted beyond, you know, any kind of repair. But he made them all, and they all light up. They all plug in. We have one on the front of the building.
Light up?
Yeah, they all have plugs, so the lights. We're
At
going to
night,
work
that
on
must
lighting
be
them up.
so neat.
Yeah, it's neat. With owning the cars and not being a consignment shop, we want the rotation to go through. So if you come in right now and you come back in a month later, we want you to see different stuff.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
With us being able to own them, we can really move them, where sometimes with consignment we get stuck on them, or you know, and we can't always do the deal we may want to do.
Yeah.
So
how did you get into this? I mean, like, how did this all begin?
So at 18, right out of high school, I opened up my first car lot. I had a buy here, pay here lot in Berlin, New Jersey. Liked it, but it's a very tough business, you know. So from that point, I got into like wooden classic boats.
Okay.
I was restoring some of those, and then decided to start building some cars. I did a Mach 5 speed racer. I did a Batmobile, and that's when I met Ed, who is one of my main sales guys here, and mostly kind of like my partner in crime and business.
But you're a single owner?
Yes. Yep. Yeah. So, but he came along with me, and I came out this way just because It's a main road, Route 40. People coming from Delaware, DC,
You're not
Maryland.
far from a lot of different places.
No, and a lot of people...
What, like 40 minutes from Atlantic City?
Yeah, 40 minutes from Atlantic City. We're 40 minutes to Philadelphia Airport. And a lot of people that come from the lower states come through 40 to get to 55 to hit your shore point.
Yeah, exactly.
So in the summertime, we're a destination for a lot of people to stop by and take a look.
I don't see why not. Thank you so much, Sean.
Yeah,
I really appreciate
absolutely.
it.
No problem.
This is awesome. So, like, you're open every day, basically, except for Sunday?
Yeah, we're closed Sunday. We're open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5.
Okay.
Like I said, I encourage you walk through. No one's going to pester you to look at the cars or anything like that. You take a look.
Come in, take a look.
Yep.
I mean, I would say treat it like a museum.
Yes.
You could buy anything that you see.
Yes, exactly. Yep. But there's a couple more too on the other side. I'll take you over and show you.
Let's take a look. Oh, wow.
So this is a 1961 Apache. It was restored with a 5.3 LS. So very user friendly, but it wasn't restored to be any show truck. It was just meant to be a car or truck that you can get in, drive, take it to the hardware store.
Comfortable with it.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, this is just incredible.
Yep. And the interior, they redid the seat, but nothing else.
Nothing else?
So it's just all the original patina inside.
Oh, jeez.
You know, you can see the wear on the steering wheel and the dash. And
that's awesome.
So, I see back here, this is where we do our detailing. So all the cars will go through service and detailing. We have another service bay on the side, and we have 2 in the back.
Wow.
We don't do any outside service. All the service that we do is
here
for the vehicles that we sell. So
wow.
This one here is called an RCR GT40. It was built in 2022. There's another company called Superformance. They build the cars. This company, you buy the kit.
Yeah.
So every one of them's a little bit different, but it's the only body that is the exact to the original GT40.
The dimensions and everything.
Yep, so that's a 427. It's a Porsche transaxle. You're pushing like 585 horsepower with less than 2,000 pounds.
That's
so
incredible.
Full aluminum chassis. We have the rear of the body off right now, but it's got stack injection on it. Just the engineering behind it is incredible.
It's awesome.
So, but again, like we're
cool.
going
What
through
do these
this
go
now.
For? Like if you wanted to get something
this
like
is something that's going to be posted like around that 139 number. Yeah,
very nice.
Yeah, if you're going to like an original one, you're talking millions.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yep. But this is actually the company that was used for Ford versus Ferrari. So they made 25 vehicles for the movie, and they were all done by this company.
Done by this company?
Yep.
Jeez.
Yep. So very cool. Very
hey, Ed.
cool. This is Ed. Yeah, we're just showing him around, showing some stuff. So,
well, thank you so much,
guys.
Yeah,
no problem.
I do
Absolutely.
appreciate
Anytime
it.
you want to stop.
Thank you. Yeah, no, absolutely. We'll get this edited soon. So.